Hello guys, long time no see. Today I'm gonna do a little video, a little review video over the tiered obby I just beat called ENMITY. It's pretty popular. It's tier 13. Hope you enjoy.
There's no way this thing is gonna stay stuck when you
Absolutely is.
Here's the actual important part of the video where we go over the whole obby in general. This obby is pretty short. The length it's like about a minute long, I'd say. It really doesn't take you a whole lot of time. Basically, so we got this first part here, over here. It's like this little O part. This is mostly just like late jumps and your typical wraps. Really nothing crazy. Then we got the second part. I also just call it the intermission because it's kind of between the two harder parts of the obby. This right here is just kind of like it's pretty filler, except to this jump. I'll talk about that later. And then we got the last part here, which has probably the hardest jumps of the obby. I'll go into in-depth on like all of these here, but yeah, that's about it. Alright. Okay, so now we're at the actual, the jumps. So let's get the first one over with. It's pretty easy. Basically, for this first jump, you just want to set up, you just want to align yourself. Typically, I'd like both of the platforms to kind of show their sides, and then you just kind of go to the side like that. You'd preferably use shift lock, obviously. Then for the second jump, you get to the very edge of this truss. Do not go here, because then if you jump from here, it'll be harder. It just will be harder. I know I made it, and I mean you could do it any way you want. That's one thing I forgot to mention, is that the way you're doing these jumps is the way you do these jumps. My way of doing it is my way of doing it. But anyways, yeah, it's just so much easier to go from the edge of that truss. We're gonna set a checkpoint. Bam. Really simple wrap. It's probably the easiest jump in the entire obby, besides the first one. And then for this, you want to go ghost mode. If you don't know what that is, I'm surprised you don't know what it is at this point. You basically just get close enough to your character to where your character kind of goes transparent. This will help you see where that little pipe thing is right here. This little pipe. It'll help you see where it is. So, you can actually make the jump, because I actually struggled a lot with this jump before that. Anywho, next jump is really simple. You kind of just want to turn quickly, and then turn again to land on the truss. It's pretty easy. For this, just jump really late. Yeah, it's the common theme for these last two jumps. So just jumping really late and wiggling yourself. This one's kind of difficult. And then here's the last jump of stage 1, or what I call stage 1. This, you just kind of jump off of it, but it's very easy to slide off if you want to go a little outwards, just so that you don't bump into any of these little corners. Now for the intermission. The intermission holds some pretty wacky jumps. I'd say that these are kind of difficult, but they're not that bad. It's only 3 jumps. This first jump, you want to jump pretty much as late as possible, and you want to go like this. You don't want to go like this. You will bump into these corners. I'm telling you right now, just playing it in the normal obby it'll make more sense. But you want to kind of go out and then inwards after you pass the corners. It's a lot easier said, or it's a lot easier done than said, but yeah. For this is probably the hardest jump in the obby, or in the intermission, not the obby. Basically you just kind of want to drop onto the truss. You don't want to just walk out, because you will almost always miss the truss accidentally, unless you have good reaction time. You can see how I almost just fell off there. Then you want to get to the very edge. You want to get to the corner pretty much, and then you want to jump, and then when you dink on the roof, this is just what I did, and this is probably a terrible strategy, but you just want to get to the very edge, go off late. When your head dinks the roof, unshift lock, and then climb the truss, like I did. And then some pretty simple ladder flicks. Just go around it like that, and then don't go off too quickly here. You will slide off. And then you just flick onto the truss, so now you're on to the pretty much the end. You just get onto that. It's just a little simple wrap, and then this is what gave me a lot of pain here. You want to like barely touch anything, and I mean that. You want to like perfectly like slide through all of that, because if you hit something, you will lose momentum and you will fall a lot quicker, and you will just kind of, you know, not make the jump. For this, you just kind of want to jump. I would recommend practicing and making mental notes on where the actual platform is. It's not that hard. It's a lot easier than you think, and you get a lot more space than you could ever know. And then for this you want to be like super broad, because you can see how I do it tight. You will hit this corner, so you want to be very broad with this jump, and you want to jump very late so that you can get the perfect jump here. This is probably the hardest jump of the entire obby, right here. I actually managed to fluke this jump first try I got here. But yeah, you can see how it would be difficult. It's just, you know, it's like, you know, this is inwards and this is also inwards, so you have to do a very tight wrap here. Then you just wrap and bam. Please don't fail this, for the love of God. And then jump and you beat it. Yep, there you go. That is how you beat ENMITY with the Lucas strategies. Alright. Time for complete.
Yeah, how you gon' see me? You like Stevie with them air balls. Let's air it out and let Kel-Tec sing like Aaron Hall. Don't need producers, need no writers, need no tech at all. But best believe you fuck with me, there's gon' be text involved. Fuck rapping bits, extend the clip and get your bitch involved. My twisted fantasy only made it to so appalled. I'm half pop, half share, half awesome calm. I tell myself that half of all I smoke won't do me harm. But when it do me in, I know that they gon' do me wrong. Boom, pup, nigga, to find your body, they gon' need Logan Paul. I'm in the forest with the Kimber, it's my final form. I still need all my bitches same color as Ricky Starks. I take them light, I take them dark, but I prefer them bald. And you get extra points from me if you mentally off. Yo, bitch be taking all these hits, tell her work on a guard. Just blame my occupation, bitch.
I would honestly argue that this is probably the best beginner tier 13 option. ENMITY is pretty basic. It doesn't try anything crazy or inherently difficult for a like tier 12 player. It throws the player into a obby that just has basic tech that anybody could do. I think this is a great starter for anybody looking to move into extreme level territory, or even terrifying for that matter. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100, man. And I'll see you next time.